responses.
Hey, guy.
Yes.
You got mail.
My sweetheart Deanne, who I love, says she's a garden gnome lady all the way. And she's got one in her yard right now as we speak. Judy, hi Judy. She says she's a gnome. She said preferably a guy gnome. What up with that? And then Linda G says, I'm a gnome person as well. I have to choose from those two options. I'll pick the gnome. So far, Emily, everybody's a gnome girl. Coming up a little bit later in our show, my absolute favorite #1 outdoor product I've ever picked up here, which is my outdoor chainsaw. That is me trimming my neighbor's trees for her because she's out of town, Judy. And look at the reach. I can reach 5-6 feet over my head. I'm already 6 feet tall. I don't have to get on a ladder. I can articulate the saw into any angle. Then I can take the saw off and use it as a handheld saw when I want to do 2x4s or firewood. Look at how quick and easy that is. Never got on a ladder. Look at how clean. This is it right here. This is my big pick. Extend it, articulate it. I love this thing. #1 all-time favorite. On sale and free shipping and handling. Buy this. Buy this. Love it. What do you got going on, Emily?
Well, I just wanted to say hi to all the friends who are joining us on Facebook right now. We have a couple more people. Shady, hi to Shady, hi to our friends Deanne. Love, love, love you participating in our conversation and letting us know, #giveaway, what exactly team you are on. Are you Team Gnome? Or Team Garden Gnome, that is, or Team Pink Flamingo? We'd love to hear, because you could be chosen with your answer to be the winner of a $25 gift card. Not too shabby. All right, so we're talking about things you can do in the garden to improve your life with the most amazing tools available. All right, we're talking about Sunjoe's 24-volt handheld pruner and 7-inch hedge trimmer. This is an item, if you don't already have something like this, which is handheld, easy to maneuver, this will change the game. You want this in your life because not only is it easy to use, but it is on sale today. That's right, $34 off the price and reduced shipping and handling. Plus, you have 4 flex on this, so you can get it home and start using it for $33.74. And I know you, if you know me, we are always having to cut back on some of those hedges. They're growing like weeds now because we are in the midst of the growing season. So to keep them in control and make sure that they're looking lovely, because that's what we want that curb appeal. Let's bring in Bobby again. Bobby was just outside, but he's inside enjoying the air conditioning.
I know, here we are.
Yes.
I sprinted.
You were.
Is my hair okay?
It's perfect, always, this guy.
Well, we come from our relaxing outside in our wonderful bliss chair to now we're ready to get some work done in the garden, right?
That's right.
So we've got not one, but 2 tools. Oh, hi, Guy. We have 2 tools in one. We've got
I
a
just
combo.
escaped the storm, but I'm back.
Did you just teleport here? How did you do that?
Oh my gosh. Which is unfortunate, we can't be outside because, you know, I like to trim all this stuff outside. But these things,
we got some things for you.
These 2 tools I use all the time. I have hedges in the front of the house. I don't like the big long hedges, and I hate the ones that you have to plug in.
Right.
Yes.
This little handheld trimmer, this thing is amazing. And I can go, I feel like one of the Disney sculptors. You know,
yeah.
that do
We
the
should have brought you a topiary.
Yeah, but look at how you're holding that. Like, I have to go 2 hands with those other big ones.
Yep.
This one, you're just like, oh.
And
you, with one finger.
You get about 30 minutes of runtime on the battery, too, which is fantastic.
That's awesome.
If you got to trim your hedges more than 30 minutes, call somebody to do it. But you can do it yourself. That I love. But, Emily, this thing, this was
awesome.
Before I got the chainsaw, this was my favorite
tool. This is your
tool.
go-to, yeah.
Well, because anything that you need to cut, and I'm talking about serious stuff.
Look at this.
Here we
I
go.
can't believe it. I can't believe it.
It just goes right into it then.
Like
Let's go.
butter. And this is PVC.
You know why? Because it's fun.
It is.
PVC. And you can go, you can go over and over and over, and it doesn't matter if it's wood, if you're trimming trees. Look at this thing. I mean, that is power and clean. So trimming your trees, pruning, cutting your roses, whatever it is.
Perfect for
this
rose
This goes through
bushes.
cordage, wire. It goes through almost anything.
Those are some good uses I didn't think about.
Yeah,
Some
like even
wire.
if you got to cut up, maybe you got an extension cord or a plug, you need to
Some
shorten the
wire,
wire.
fence, anything, yeah.
You can use this for all that stuff.
Yep.
You get both of these, both of these tools. I paid $79 for this, and I think I paid $99 for this. That's almost $200.
And then you had to buy the battery, but this comes with it, yeah?
I had to, right. You get the battery included For $134.99, all I will tell you is, these, when you have these, you are empowered to do a lot of work around the house.
Yeah, and it's,
no doubt.
It's springtime, right? So this is the time
Or
you're
you
kind
can
of
use
doing your
this.
cleaning. Yeah, exactly. You can't cut through that with that. That's why I brought those out there, because honestly, Guy, thank you for showing that.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not going to cut through thicker things, right? And second of all, how many times are you going to squeeze this? Look, Guy's is doing it with no effort.
Sorry, Bobby.
No, you're fine. Keep it. I was just going to say, how many times would you squeeze this? Maybe you can cut some smaller things. Like that's really, I can't. 2 hands. Oh yeah, watch out. I don't want to mess it. But the point is, look at that.
Yeah,
look,
it's stuck.
It's stuck to it. Yeah. The point is like after 20, 30, my arm starts to hurt. So you have something like this. What do we got here? All kinds of twigs. You can just squeeze the trigger. So what I want you to notice as I'm showcasing how this tool is so demonstrable is that I don't have to use any of my own physical force. I am just squeezing a trigger. And before we go any further, I want to talk about the safety because this is very powerful. It's not a toy, as Guy and I know.
I tell people that every time.
Right.
This is a serious
tool.
piece of equipment.
So
okay?
if you've got kiddos at home like I do, I just keep the battery out, okay? That's one way. But that's one safety measure, is keep the battery out. But it will not work if you just pull the trigger. I'll turn it to the camera and show you. You've got to engage. This is the safety, okay? So I use my middle finger, I hold that in, and then you get the cut. And while we're showing you this close-up shot, take a close look at the blades. This is a bypass pruner. What that means is, see how that blade goes past the bottom? That is how you can ensure you get a nice, clean, consistent cut each and every time. And Guy, this will cut up to a 1-inch thickness in diameter. We were doing what, PVC? And then look, this is bamboo. You talk about bamboo being one of the hardest woods, right?
Right.
Boom, look at this. Right through it, each and every time.
It's, you know what it is? It's the blades are stainless steel, and they're heavy gauge. If you come in really close, and I'm going to keep my hands away, but I want you to see, if you come in really close, can you see how heavy gauge that is? See how thick that is? Look at the gearing inside. And when you hit that button, you see how that gear works? I mean, this is a serious machine, which is why Bobby and I said, disconnect the battery when you're not using it. Let's talk about the battery for a sec, because the battery's $50 on its own. You're getting a battery for this, okay?
Yeah, included.
So if you remove that, you're at $89 for the 2 tools. I have a backup battery that you can also get, which I would get so that you have both, with each having their own battery, or at least a backup. The way to check the battery is, you go to the back of it, there's a button right here. Make sure I can see it. You hit that button, and that tells you exactly that you've got, and I've been using this, and it's still full power, all right? And to recharge it, you get the cord. You just plug that right in there like that. And then when you're ready to get to work, you grab it, you lock the battery in, make sure it's tight, you got all your safeties on, you're good to go. That is just the cutter. Where do you see the shrubber work?
So that,
the shrubber, nobody needs a shrubber. I mean, like I said, you don't need a shrubber that big with
the big,
cord.
long, like 20 inches.
Weigh
Looks like, what is it, a
25
swordfish or
pounds.
something?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So, Guy, listen, as you're tuning in and watching, this is by Sunjo. We've been in business over 15 years. We're super excited to be celebrating 5 years here at HSN. Great tools, great warranty. No gas needed. No pull cord, no extension cord, all powered by this lithium-ion battery. It's fast charging, it's no fade power, and it's super great because this works in over 100 of our other tools in our Sunjo and our Snowjo lineup. So if you have any of our other tools that take the 24-volt battery, it's swappable, it's interchangeable. So you take the battery off of the pruner, slap it on the hedge trimmer. Yes.
The chainsaw.
Chainsaw, exactly. The chainsaw that's coming up in this hour, same battery. So I'll just show you real quickly how easy it is to do. Now, a lot of people like to be very deliberate and kind of go slow and kind of take your time. I'm a little bit kind of a little more quick with it. I like to just get in there and just start kind of lopping and hedging, you know, so to speak. So I don't know if I have a future at the Mouse House in Topiary Design, but the point is this. You can see how quickly and easily it is to work. And look, you can lift it with one finger. It's only less than 5 pounds, battery included. We have a nice ergonomically designed grip right here. This time the safety is here at my thumb. So now if I do the trigger, it won't engage. I use my thumb to engage the safety. Then I pull the trigger. Then you can see those blades, and I'll leave it running. Those are going at over 1,000 revolutions per minute. They're cutting back and forth. Stainless steel blades, so yes, you can use your tool outside. No, it's not going to rust. And you can cut up to a 0.3 inch in diameter. Guy, are you getting ready to cut over there? You get that look on his face. The guy's about to do
plants, but you know what? They'll grow back. The nice thing is you can do this one-handed. And like when you need to reach, You see how easy it is? And see how I can get nice clean cuts? And then if I want to do it on the side, it makes life so much easier. And then you get those beautiful groomed shrubs and trees outside. And you can do up to about a ½ an inch of diameter on the sticks too. So if you've got heavy duty branches, you can do that too. When you get ones that are thicker, that's when I would use the pruner, all right? And by the way, the pruner, it cuts so clean.
Yeah,
if you are doing bouquets of flowers, use the pruner, all right? If you, look at how, I mean, it goes
a bigger
through,
piece, look at that.
If you have both these things, there's probably nothing you can't grooming around your house.
It's pretty good. You can use a pruner on these too. These are good.
Bobby's killing it, not me. Bobby's killing the tree.
Wait a minute.
But I mean, what did we say?
This will grow back, like guys.
How many pounds?
Under 5 pounds, maybe 3.5, 4.5 with the battery.
Easiest thing ever. And I also get nervous because the first one that I bought, and Bobby knows this story because I've told it 100 times. You do probably too. I bought a regular, I don't know, it was a 24-inch or a 32-inch hedger because I had hedges in the first house I bought in Florida. I went and bought an extension cord because I got an electric one. I was out there doing the hedges and I cut the cord because I bought a green cord because I was like, oh, like I should have bought an orange cord so I could see it.
Yeah.
I cut through the cord and all of a sudden the power thing dies. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, oh no. A month later, I did the same thing to the next cord because you get so crazy out there and you don't realize the cord is following you.
If it makes you feel better, I've cut through my orange cord.
I think a lot of people have probably done that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've cut through my orange cord. So this is nice because it's so lightweight. Both these tools are nothing to be intimidated about. What we specialize at Sunjo is making lightweight tools that are very powerful and efficient and effective for your gardening needs to help you have that nice landscape. You know, I live in an HOA. We have all these rules. You know, in gardening, you want to kind of keep up with your neighbors. Well, this is a great way to keep those bushes looking nice, do those topiaries. The pruner is great for the rose bushes. The trimmer shrubber, by the way, is 7 inches. It's, what's the motor on this? 60 watts is the motor on this, and over an hour run time. So this like
and one weighs 2 pounds and one weighs 3 pounds.
There you go.
And again, if you have any cutting to do, I mean, let me just put it this way. This is the star. That's the supporting cast because you will use this all the time.
Guy, what about this? Will it do branches like this? Will it work on that?
Are you kidding me, bro?
So you can do the smaller stuff too.
Oh yeah, look at this. You can do anything you want. And what's nice is, look, Emily's gonna go trim. She's gonna kill it. Emily said, don't worry.
I love this help.
I'll finish off the tree.
All I have to say
I'll
is
kill the tree.
Guy taught me that you stick your hand in your pocket and you look cool while you're trimming the tree.
You won't hurt your fingers.
And you don't hurt yourself.
You won't hurt yourself. Look at that.
See,
she's doing the
that easy?
Keep going, it looked good. That was good.
Yeah. Giving the tree a haircut.
She's stealing your hand in the pocket.
The hand in the pocket really kills me.
You know why I do that?
I know.
You know why I do it? Because I want to keep my other hand out of the way.
Oh, so it's not just for styling.
Yes.
There's some safety to it as well. Yeah, right.
I don't want to injure myself, and yeah, it does look pretty cool.
I mean, it's so lightweight. Look at this thing. I'm
All
like...
right. We're almost out of time. Let me show you the deal.
Yes.
We did a weekly deal drop on this. It was $168 for both tools. You're gonna get both tools for $134.95. So we took, what, is that $35 off? We reduced the shipping and handling from $12.40-something cents. I think it's down to $5 and change. This is the day to get these. And I'm telling you, especially the pruner, you're gonna use this thing all the time. You're gonna use it in ways you never thought you would. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I got branches here, that, now. If you have branches that are larger, stay tuned for the pole saw. My #1 favorite garden product I've ever bought in my 5 years of doing the garden show is the pole saw.
Top 5 for
I
me.
don't have the exact, I have a Sunjo, but mine is a model from about 4 years ago.
We got some good video footage of you.
We've got video of me with the pole saw in my neighbor's yard. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this thing. And if you are looking for a Father's Day gift, any of this stuff from Sunjo or Mother's Day.
The last thing, 500 cuts on that with one battery charge. 500 cuts.
You're gonna charge it once a month. I don't even remember the last time I charged mine.
Yeah, and the batteries are no fade power. So if you have the opportunity, if we have some in stock, I get a backup battery. You don't need gas, you don't need oil, don't need extension cord.
860-157. If you want to get an extra battery, please get one. They're all interchangeable. This is the Sunjo battery, okay? There's your little gas meter, right? Where the heck is it? Right there. So that tells me when I've got full power. This works on all the Sunjo products. So whether you have my pole saw, pruner, shrubber, leaf blower, whatever it has, you've got a battery. I always say to buy a backup battery because if you do die in the middle of die one out or kill one in the middle of a job, you got a backup. Always cool to have it. If you want to get this battery for $9.95, get a brand new HSN credit card. We'll put $40 in your account, and you can do that on your purchase today. Whatever your purchase is, take the extra $40 off and enjoy it. All right? All right, we've got a little bit of love of yard decor.
Yes, now that you've done all the hard work and you look pretty,
Yeah.
put on the jewelry.
That's right. And I got to tell you, I think, Emily, I don't know about you, but I think we do the best, most beautiful spinner in the marketplace.
We do.
And we do them at a better price. Any one of our spinners is like double the price if you go to a specialty store.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
And this one specifically, look at it, it's mesmerizing. Do you see how gorgeous this is as it catches the wind? And it works day and night. But at night, because it is solar powered, of course, no wires to worry about, it will look beautiful day and night. It is absolutely fantastic. Why not do that for yourself today? And the reason I asked that question of you is because this is the best price on this item we have ever offered. Take a look at that. That is $50 off. As Guy was just saying, you cannot get this price on a gorgeous lawn ornament like this anywhere else. And of course, this is by GB Home and Garden. It is literally over 6 feet tall. So you know it is eye-catching. It is great for the backyard or the front yard, depending on what you're trying to achieve in terms of a beautiful look and ambiance. So let's welcome in Chad. Chad Allen, oh, you're on this side. Come on in, come on in, come on.
I switched to coordinate with you. I'm usually tall, and I feel tall. But
you are tall, but look at this.
Until I'm next to something like
yes.
this. I mean, this is the way to get that vertical part of your garden up above your hedges, up above your floral arrangements, things like that, to give you that color up higher. And if there's a backdrop of a wall behind it, like your house wall, this pops because that color, I guarantee your house is not green, red, blue, yellow, and gold. You know, you can't have all those colors painted to your house, right? And so this really adds a different layer, a different level of design and home decor.
Look at how that looks.
Yes,
oh
that's
my
how
gosh.
it will look at home for you. But you see how the background creates that just that solid color of the house, and then we go ahead and turn it against the wall, and you see how the lights come on, you see how it looks gorgeous, but it's above everything else because it's 6.5 feet tall. It doesn't have to be. You could shorten it by taking out one of the extension poles.
Oh, okay.
Like you could take out a chunk like this from here to here. You
Oh,
could
and
take that chunk
make
out.
it like cater it to your specific look, whatever you have.
But these are the LED lights that you're seeing on your screen now. That's a live shot here in the studio. And at the end of the day, here's what I know. Well, you already talked about price, of course, but GB Home and Garden makes the highest quality products I think I present overall.
Yeah.
She is a big stickler. GB is Georgia Brown, by the way. And so Georgia Brown has a lot of requirements for her products. And so they have to be made very well, and they have to last a long time. And so this isn't gonna rust or corrode or weather. It's meant to be outside. In fact, it needs to be because of the wind and the solar panel.
It's truly unbelievable in terms of the price. Being able to pay this amount of money for one of these, and that it's so high profile. So this being said, you can vary it up. If you get 2 or 3 of these, can you imagine if you stagger them at different heights, how gorgeous that would look in maybe the corner of your garden, or maybe as the focal point in your garden. Let's say you have everything that you ever wanted in your garden. You're just thinking, what do I do to kind of make it even more of a glow up? This is the item. Think about it. I mean, it is literally not like anything I've ever seen before when it comes to spinners. It spins in a different direction, right? And it's so pretty when it comes to turning on those lights. I mean, that video really spoke to what it looks like once the sun goes down. Absolutely gorgeous. All the colors of the rainbow, and I love it so much.
The paint, the shine, the metallic shimmer. 72 half domes. That's what's catching the wind, are these half little dome cups. That's what you're seeing. Full circle. These are all already attached. You're not attaching those color spinner things at all, okay? And you can take out a big chunk of this if it's too tall for you, because this is one of the highest things I think I've ever presented. So you can take out a chunk this big, which will lower it down at least 1.5 feet to give you a different height if you really want to. But this is the way to get that vertical elegance, and I call it jewelry for your garden, because there's nothing this beautiful and shiny that you could put up that's going to be this tall for sure.
Absolutely. 853-771 is the order number. Again, this is an amazing price, $50 off for what really is the most beautiful jewelry for your garden. And again, solar powered, you don't have to worry about any wires, no installation required other than putting it in the ground wherever you want it, and it can be moved, of course. So if you change up your style in the backyard or in the front yard, you want to move it to the front because you say, oh my gosh, I want everybody to see this. Look what it would look like at night. Oh, it's gorgeous. And we are running out of time, so make sure you're jumping on this as soon as possible. Fastest way to shop always, get to the front of the line, scan the QR code that's on your screen. It'll take you right to the item. Thank you so much, Chad.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, everybody.
Yes, and coming up in just a bit, we're going to tell you about the most adorable bird feeder. Oh gosh, I can't wait. But before that, let me show you something. Do you see this? This is from Clinique. All the Clinique items that we have available here at HSN. Did you know that it is Clinique month that we are celebrating in the month of May? That means amazing deals on the brand you love. All the hot items like that almost lipstick. I tell you, everybody's looking for it. It's so hard to find, but we have the duo. Make sure you're grabbing it now. Stock up on your Clinique items while it's on sale. And did we tell you? Everything's on free shipping. All right, super excited for this bird feeder. The reason I have to say that is because it's an amazing, amazing deal, and it's coming up after this quick break.
If organizing is top of mind, you'll want to check out Store Smith's Market Cart. It has 4 baskets, 3 of which pull out. The top is made of bamboo and it's also removable. Take a look at how much of this convenient rolling cart holds. Easily access all of your stuff using the bathroom, the kitchen, the craft room, the bedroom, the office. What other rooms are there? Well, you can use it there too. It keeps everything in one place. To shop this item, you can scan the QR code on the side of your screen. Just open up your camera, or you can get that item number keyed into hsn.com, your HSN app. That's my favorite way to shop, and then you can get your own. What? You don't play with chickens to relieve stress?
Hi everybody, it's Denise Austin, and I've been helping millions of people stay in great shape for over 40 years. Helping women aspire to be healthy, active, and vital has always been a passion of mine. I am so excited to be part of the HSN family. You know why? I get to inspire you. We are gonna get fit together.
Join fitness expert Denise Austin to live ever better.
Because you are worth it.
Welcome back to Guys in the Garden. I'm Emily Lampa. And if you would rather have something cute rather than creepy at your window, I tell you, this is what you need in your life. Do you see this? This is the coolest bird feeder I have ever seen. You literally install it into your window. Imagine never having to go outside again to feed the birds. All you have to do is feed them from inside your house, and they come to you, and you can enjoy your little birdies from inside your house. I love this so much. Do you know somebody who can't go outside? What an amazing gift this would be. This is a hot deal today from Improvements, 180-degree view window bird feeder. 60% off today. I tell you, this is why I was so excited before we took that break, because if you love birds, if you love the outdoors, perhaps you just can't get outside anymore. Maybe you're just bothered by allergies, or just, you know, you'd love to be able to get out there and just enjoy things, but the best you can do is from your window, or you just want to have something cool in your home. What a cool element to have, to be able to see the birds up close and personal. Of course, we're going to talk about how to keep the pesky little critters away that you don't want, but before we even get to that, welcome in Deb Byers. Deb, I am so excited about this. I don't think I can fully describe to people how amazing this is. I literally want to have a seat and be like, oh, hello, little birdie.
It's so much fun. Well, you've got the concept when you were outside, now you're inside. So imagine that we're all in our kitchen, in our den, in our office, maybe upstairs in one of the upstairs bedrooms or an upstairs office. Well, your bird feeder is inside your home. The birds are going to go from the outside through the door in the back, and now your bird feeder is actually wedged in a window securely, comes into the room about about 9 inches. It's 23 inches long, secure, because we give you everything to put it in the window and keep it there. And then all you need to do in order to feed them when they start to come is remove the top and just pour the seed right over the top. So you never have to run outside. You're never going to have that situation where you see your favorite bird out there in the yard and you run and get your phone and you run and get the bird book and you come back and it's flown away. Now you're going to be able to have them come into your home. Now, when we say they're coming into your home, there is a plexiglass window. They're not going to be flying around your kitchen. Everything is secure, but you're going to be able to observe them in that full 180 degrees. It is absolutely amazing. And feeding them is as simple as taking the top off and pouring the seed right in. It is absolutely amazing for anyone who can't get outside, who maybe can't do one of those big hikes. Now the birds will come to you and you're going to be able to enjoy them, because once you start to feed the birds, they come back and back and back every single time. It's amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And it's, you know what it reminds me of? An aquarium. It's an aquarium for birds in your home, and it adds that element to any window in your home, which I love.
Exactly.
You could literally just say, oh, this is a room that needs a little something. Maybe a bird aquarium. I know I'm using the word aquarium, but it's just something that kind of comes to mind when you see this glass and the ability to be so up close and personal with nature. This price is out of control, Deb. I tell you, 60% off. It's literally $50 off. You just took the price way down.
And it's absolutely amazing for something that so many of us enjoy, but this is taking it to the next level. Now you're watching the girl put it together. It comes to you, your easy assembly with 0 tools. Let me say that again. Everything is pre-cut. All you do is fit everything together. Then you're going to put it in your window, and to Emily's point, it'll fit in any window. My window at home was 36 inches, and I was able to do it. It just determines the size that the bird is going to get in and out. Then you simply take the plastic film, protection film, off of the plexiglass. There'll be one in the front and one in the back. Follow the directions. They're super, super easy. And then you're going to reveal that crystal clear, gorgeous look to observe the birds absolutely feeding. And it just is so charming. You don't have to go outside. You're not going to be cleaning up seeds and husks out in the yard. You don't have to worry that the bird is going to fly away. You can sit here and having your coffee in the morning, and they're going to come and visit you. It is absolutely adorable, and it's a great way for the kids to learn about Mother Nature. And for someone who just loves birds and can't really get out, they're going to be absolutely charmed because the birds will come to them.
And in just a bit, Deb's going to explain how you're really keeping out the outdoors, even though you're bringing it to you in an up-close and personal way. But think about it. For $34.95, you, right now, can bring those beautiful birds that you admire from afar right up to your home. And even if you love the squirrels, you can bring them in too. But there is a way you can keep them out. All you have to do is just make sure you're picking the right feed. That's really important if you just want the birds to hang out. And hang out they will. I tell you, $34.95 is like such a deal when it comes to being able to bring that sort of excitement. I mean, that's literally what it is. I get so excited when I see birds outside my window. I can't even imagine having one this close to me.
Well, if that's the hardest part of this entire enterprise, is waiting for the birds to come, because you're absolutely right. I have had feeders out in the yard, and I'm like, I want my cardinals to come. I want my cardinals to come. I waited days, and I'm online. How long does it take for them to know? Once they know there's food, they come back time and time again. And particularly the cardinals that I have in my yard, they bring their babies. And then you see the little gray ones, and they grow so big. They're beautiful and spectacular. You're going to have that experience in your home. Now, when we say in your home, everything is enclosed, so you don't have to worry. This isn't going to be like a Hitchcock movie. They're not going to be flying around your house. And you don't have to worry about other critters as well. So what you can do is get particular feed that's going to attract the birds that you like and detract the critters that you don't want to come in your into the feeder. So you'll be in charge of who visits, and then you just have to sit back and relax. But this is an easy way for you to put it together. I did it. It takes about 15 minutes, 0 tools. You're simply going to fit all the pieces. We even give you the map of how to put it together with photographs, so it's super, super easy. You're going to be able to do it. And then you just sit back and enjoy it. It is absolutely absolutely amazing for observing Mother Nature.
And it's so easy to install, easy to remove, because once you get past a certain season, you're thinking to yourself, oh, this isn't a permanent thing. Yes, you remove it, but then you stow it away, bring it back when the season starts again. I mean, how beautiful is this? And it's easy to clean too.
Absolutely easy to clean. And by the way, we also give you the little double stick tape, so if you have little tiny gaps, you can go ahead and keep it secure. So
Nice.
we give you virtually everything. We recommend that you clean it with white vinegar every once in a while, just to keep it clean. But you're going to be able to enjoy the birds coming and coming and coming. And all you need to do in order to feed them is simply lift the top and drop the seed right in there to have them come. It's just adorable.
I love it so much. And I know my in-laws, they love their bird feeders. This is just another way to enjoy that in your
Absolutely.
home. But this is even more special. It's so personal.
It absolutely is. So if you know someone who can't get out or who just has to sit and be quiet, this is a great way for them to be able to have a little bit of Mother Nature right in their own home.
Love it so much.
Me
Deb
too.
Byers,
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Always a
everyone.
pleasure. I hope you grab this because I know I'm giving the hint to my husband. Buy this now. Buy 2 of them at least. Oh, Guy, don't you love this bird feeder? I'm telling you, it's spectacular.
Love it.
It's
Love
fantastic.
it. You know, it's funny. My dad used to have this bird feeder outside, but it would be so cool to be so close.
Oh my gosh, so close.
It's like you can name them. They're like your pets.
Yes.
Awesome. I could swear at them when the squirrels come in. All right, we're going to keep going here, and we're going to talk about my all-time favorite product I've ever purchased. It could be my all-time favorite product I've ever purchased in all categories, but definitely in the gardening category. And this is my Sunjo pole saw. So I had one of our original pole saws that I bought probably 10 years ago. I used it for 4 or 5 years. It was fantastic. I finally burned it out because I used it a lot. And I bought a Sunjo probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Not this exact model, but very, very similar. This is the latest model, so it's pretty much the same. I gotta tell you, I have done so much work around my house, around my neighbor's yard. This is me, that's my neighbor Judy. She's got a big giant house, and she's never there. When she does come into town, I always try to clean it up for her. Look at the reach I'm getting here. I'm already over 6 feet tall, and I'm getting another 5 to 6 feet of reach. And those are those little feeder suckers that kind of get all over your yard and drop seeds everywhere. It is the easiest thing you will ever use. There are no cords. There's no gas. You get a little bit of oil with it just to oil the chain. It's easy. There's a little spot where you just squirt some oil in. But this is actually 2 chainsaws in one, okay? It is a regular chainsaw that you can use as a handheld chainsaw, like this, okay? See that? That's a regular chain. It's got a guide bar in the back. It's got about I think it's a 6-inch bar, 6 to 7-inch bar right here, which is perfect for doing larger limbs. That's one tool that you get, even a little crank to tighten the chain. The battery comes off, and you add the extender pole and put the battery back in here, and now you can extend it, and I'll do that now for you, so that now you can reach way up over your head. You get about 30 to 40 minutes of runtime on a charge. I don't care whether it's firewood in the wintertime, limbs and branches from the winter that are hanging over your driveway right now. It empowers you to be able to do it. It's not scary, okay? Bobby is back. He's going to show you how it works. We've got some footage that you just saw of me, but we're going to do some live demos. Bobby, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Easiest
Yeah.
chainsaw. It's not a toy. It's a real chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
But gone is the really super loud noise, the gas,
Yeah,
all the smoke, all that's gone.
All the bad things. You don't have to worry about that. This is just all the good things. This is a mini chainsaw, mini but mighty. 360 watts of power. And to show you how lightweight it is, I can hold it with one finger. So this is nothing to be intimidated by. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it can get the job done, but you can use this. Watch this. I'm gonna start by just going through a 2x4. And what I want you to notice for this cut and a lot of the cuts, almost every cut, I don't have to exert any force. I'm just holding my hand still and letting gravity or the tool, the weight of the tool just kind of go down. And I'll leave it running here so you can see, to Guy's point, you've got a 6-inch blade What that means for you is that you can cut anything that is less than this. So about 5.5 inches and under. So can it do a 2x4? Yes. Can it do something small? I'm starting with the smaller demos, guys. So can it do these little tiny, little branches, these little twigs? Of course it can do those. I mean, this is like a no-brainer. It's gonna cut through that. How about up high, sideways? So that's the easy stuff. Crazy. As I move down, I'm gonna get to bigger and better demos.
Well, and also, I borrowed your saw here.
Oh, okay.
I only have so much reach with this, right? There's no pole. And even if I wanted to do something, I need to brace myself.
Right.
And I need to wedge it in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna back.
And then I want you to see. Now, I'm a pretty strong guy, right? But it's awkward. Okay,
there you go.
I was able to get through it.
About 6 swipes, 7 swipes.
Watch how fast Bobby can do what I just did.
Ready? That same piece?
Watch. Yeah, go ahead.
Right,
You can get that in there?
I think so. Okay, done.
The 2x4.
Yeah, how long you got on the 2x4, guy?
All right.
Just watch your hand.
First of all, you got to get it started.
You have to do a couple rows just to get it in there, right? The groove's going.
Yeah. Now watch. And I'm pushing it. And it's jumping out. It's dangerous because the saw is going all over the place.
I'm already done with
Go
that.
ahead and
I'm
finish
done with
that.
you, guy, with that.
Finish that.
I'm done with you then. And 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Jeez.
So,
These things are dangerous. And you see how it just fell? That's a line of teeth.
They're wobbly, yeah.
I'm just going to put it over here.
All right.
There's a lot of built-in safety features to this. There's a hand guard. There's a guide on the top so that you can use it. So really quickly, I want to just talk about the offer. We have a good amount of time today, which I'm happy about because there's a lot to show you with this pole saw. First of all, it's not intimidating. It's not a big old saw. I've used regular chainsaws. I helped a friend clear out trees that had fallen on a barn in Tennessee. I was up on a roof, and I was using regular chainsaws. And I'll tell you, it's not for everybody. It's a little daunting. This chainsaw you can use. And I don't care if you're a guy or a gal. You can use it. It's not heavy. It's easy to handle. But here's what we did today. We dropped the price. This is a $223 retail value. We put it on our price. I think it was $179 or $189. We dropped it to $119. It's free shipping and handling. Wow. If you get an HSN credit card, brand new, take $40 off. That's $79. I have had my Sunjo chainsaw for almost 4 years, and I use it all the time. In fact, I had a guy come out to work on my water meter, so he had to get where the plate is underground.
Yeah.
And there was a kind of an overgrown, I don't know what it was, some kind of a palm thing on the ground, but it was hard to get out. He was sitting there with a shovel, trying to get it out.
Trying to break it.
For like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I said, I got it.
I got you.
I went and I got him the handheld. I took the saw, made it handheld. He cut this thing out of the way where the water meter was, and he looked at me and he goes, I've been doing this for 12 years. That's one of the coolest tools I've ever seen.
He said, where'd you get that?
It's a contractor.
Yeah.
And he thought it was cool.
Guy, look at this.
So get it home. FlexPay is what? $29. Try it out for 30 days. You're going to love it. Go ahead, Bobby.
We're gonna, I know it's tight back here. I have it in the pole position right now.
Yeah.
So now you have the ability to get up higher. You can cut higher.
Right.
You have this extension pole. I think it's 3.7 to 5.5 feet. So you get it where you want it, and then you dial it in. And now, look at all this reach. I'm probably going out of frame all the reach I have.
Yeah.
I don't need this much reach for the demo, but to your point, you can get up high. So. Boom. Did you see that one? I'll do another cut up high. What I want you to notice as you take a look at how I'm standing, I'm perfectly balanced, I'm perfectly safe, both feet are on the floor, I'm not on a ladder, I'm not doing anything dangerous, I have a 45-degree angle so whatever falls does not fall on me, all because I had the right tool for the right job. This is literally a 2 tools in one, plus the battery. The battery by itself is a $50 value. You can take a look at that. I think we have some extra on hsn.com. You get the headpiece, the battery, and the pole, all for this. You said free shipping? I don't believe we had, I don't remember if we had that before.
I don't know if we had it, because we had this on last week. And I know we planned on selling 300, we sold almost 600. So we doubled what our plan was. We got more in. You know, winter is tough on everybody, right? Even us down here in Florida. You know, we get the storms, we get the hurricanes, and we get all kinds of branches. We have palm trees that you have to trim the fronds once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Up north, you want firewood. Maybe you've got those branches hanging over your driveway. And maybe you're like, Oh, you know what? I'll call somebody. If you call somebody here in Florida to trim your palm trees, they charge you $30 to $50 a tree.
More than that.
Is it more?
Yeah, because
I
I have
haven't
ones
done
that are
it
too
so long
high.
because I have a saw.
It was 50. I
50 a
paid
tree.
$75.
To do
I
a
have
tree.
three, $75 per tree.
225 bucks. That's half. This is half that price.
Yeah.
And most of those jobs you can do yourself.
Yeah, the ones I have are too tall. I could not do it. We had to get the
No,
bucket truck. But
we
for
got royal
ones,
palms are 50 feet tall.
but do you know?
You're not doing that.
2 years ago, I was able to do it
Yeah.
with this pole saw.
Sure.
I can't do it now because they got just
They
way
got
too tall.
Yeah.
But Guy and I, for frame reference, are you're about a little over 6 foot. I'm
Yep.
6'1". With that pole, you're going to be able to get 12, 13 feet reach up in the air. Now, I tried to saw this with a regular saw, and you can imagine what happened. This kind of got like stuck in there. There we go. I got it out. So, you know, that's kind of old school. Why would you mess with that when you can use a chainsaw? And I got that cut starter right there. And again, you have a place to put your hand here. I just like to keep my hand out of the way, but we have your safety in mind. So if you want to put your hand here as a rest, you can. And thank you for grabbing that, Guy, because let's measure it and see how I did here. You ready?
And look at how clean. If you guys come in close, look at how clean the cut is.
5 inches?
5 inches. I mean, guys,
That's a big
you
cut,
can do
guy.
you can do firewood.
Absolute log.
You
lumber?
honestly could.
That's a big cut. I'm pretty impressed with that. I wasn't sure.
Yep.
This is a big log, but
It's 2 chainsaws, literally. It's a pole saw, which, you know what's funny? I'd like to say I use them, I use one more than the other, but the crazy thing is, I use the pole saw every bit as much as I use it when I use it as a handheld chainsaw.
Right.
I use it as handheld when it's wintertime and I'm cutting wood down for the fire. But when I'm outside in the spring and in the fall, I'm using it as a pole saw so I can cut down all those limbs and branches. Honestly, #1 tool I've ever purchased across the board. I've worked at HSN. I started here in 1998. It's a long time ago. I didn't work here all 26 years in a row. I worked for NBC for a while. I came back as a guest, did all this stuff. But I've been here for about 15 years now straight.
we're glad you're back, Guy.
Thank you. It's good to be back. There is not a better tool that I would recommend to anybody in all the products and all the years that I've worked, because I just think most people are intimidated by a regular chainsaw, but everybody needs to cut things.
To your point, do you want to grab the chainsaw of before?
Yeah.
And show, because to your point, now this is my wife. This is her first time kind of assembling it. I say that jokingly because all you do is pop the battery on, but look how quickly she adjusts the pole, extends it, locks it in, and look, a smile at the end to boot. This is our crepe myrtle tree at my house. I'm proud of my camera work because I'm standing on top of my roof filming her. But to the point, look, she's safe and sound. There's no ladder that we had to get out. She's got that pole way up in the air. I don't know how many feet high that is, at least 14, 15 feet high. And she's pruning back our crepe myrtle tree to get it ready. So she's removing those dead and diseased branches. And you do that once a year, and now it's gonna come back better.
And I'm not gonna hand her this.
No.
And now don't get me wrong, this is a very valuable tool. I mean, if you're a firefighter or
a contractor.
If you're a contractor or a lumberjack,
yeah,
this is fine. This is not even a very big one, but I would say this weighs 30 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds.
And what does that require that ours doesn't?
You got
to pull.
You got to pull start it. It has a choke on it. You have to put gas and oil in this one. You have to maintain it. You have to sharpen the blades on a regular basis.
Do you have to do the mix on that, Guy? I don't know. I always get
think
confused with the mix.
Most of these are a 2-in-1. You got to put some oil and gas.
I never get that right.
You don't have to do that. The only thing that you do with ours, I'll grab it, is once in a while, I'll put this one down, there's a little hole at the top. See this little hole? That hole connects where the blades are. And what that does is you put oil, and they give you a little bit of oil.
Yep.
You squeeze a couple drops in, that keeps the chain lubricated. On the other side, this is a tightener. So I can loosen or tighten the chain.
Yeah.
And I also, if you want to clean it, I always loosen this a little bit and give it a couple of pumps. And that gets the debris, because there's sometimes you'll get some debris in there.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's very normal. And that's the only maintenance. All right, other than that, and then always put the cover on it. And the reason I tell you that is because these teeth are very sharp.
And can you show them the safety
Very
button while they're
sharp.
looking at where your thumb is? Because we do have a safety on it as well.
So you've got to depress this button here with your thumb and squeeze there at the same time. I don't have the battery on. All right, but that's what you do. This protects your hand here. The bar on top protects you from the top.
Yeah.
And then all you do, and again, I like when I have it as a handheld, I just use one hand. You can hold it at the base under the battery if it makes you feel more comfortable, but it only weighs with the battery what?
Yeah, under 5 pounds, I think.
It's like 4 pounds.
You could do your one hand in the pocket maneuver.
You could do that very easily. And then the neat part is that when you attach it to the pole, you can articulate it in different directions like Bobby did up there. There's a big heavy-duty rubberized grip so that when you're using it as a pole saw, you feel solid. And I'm just giving you a tip, never get on a ladder with it. You don't have to. If you can extend the pole another 5 or 6 feet and you're 5 feet tall, you're reaching 11 feet. If you're as tall as Bobby and I, you're reaching 12 feet. If you need to get on a ladder to cut anything, pick up your cell phone and call somebody that does that professionally.
Guy, what
you shouldn't be doing that.
What you just did in that video, I see three trees, right?
Yeah.
That is what cost me $225.
Yeah.
I love that video. Thank you so much for doing
Easy.
that. And so that is, I believe that's last year's model with the green. Same unit, basically, a little bit improved with the Max that we have. This is the black one. So now, what I've done now is I'm using the pole saw kind of on the ground and cutting through it. Boom. Did you see that, guy? I'll do one more cut. So what's neat about this is, yes, you can use it to cut up high, but now you can use it to cut low. What I want you to take a look at is my positioning. Do you see how I'm about 4 feet away from this? So I am cutting down. How would you have cut that lumber on the ground if you did not have a pole saw? Let me tell you.
To get on your hands and knees.
You would have to get your saw, you'd have to go down on your hands and knees and be this close to it. Is this how you want to be with the chainsaw? No. Having the pole allows you to back up, have the safe distance, and have the controls at your fingertips.
Yep. Listen, if you want, you can go to the bank and take a lot of money out, and you can buy this. This is a fantastic brand. I know the brand.
Yeah.
If you're a professional landscaper, this is a fantastic brand. But where am I going to store this? It's taller than I am. It bends, but it doesn't really shrink down. It probably weighs 45 to 50 pounds easily.
Yep. And you know what you can't do with that? You can't interchange the head. That is just a pole saw.
This is just a pole saw.
Only.
And the price on this, probably double, triple.
Probably.
Triple.
Yeah.
It's at least triple what we're offering our saw for. Don't get me wrong. This is for professional landscaper, lumber person. I get that. But that's not what you and I are. I just want to clean up the trees around my house. I want to take care of the stuff in my yard. I don't want to have to pay somebody $200 to come out to my house to trim 3 or 4 trees when I can do it myself. And I want to be able to, when I got branches down, I want to cut them up and use them for my fire pit or my fireplace, because I have a fireplace in my house. I can use it for that. I used it, you know what I used it for? The last hurricane, my buddy Tom, is such a good family. They're the ones that helped us out in the hurricane. Before we went to their house, because I had to get off the beach, they brought over 2x4s for me to prop up my awnings. How do you think I cut the 2x4s?
With your son,
My
Joe.
chainsaw.
With your chainsaw.
And I remember Tom's father, and he's looking at me, Josh, and he's like, that is awesome. Because he was using a circular saw that you have to plug in. He goes, this thing, I don't even need to plug it in.
It's like if you've had that bigger one,
True story.
It's nice to have something kind of smaller and much more manageable.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never owned a chainsaw before, this is a great start because it's super powerful, 360-watt motor, and it just gets the job done. We at Sunjoe, if you're just tuning in, we've been in business over 15 years. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary with you here at HSN, so we're super proud of our tools. Remember, you don't need to mess with the bad stuff. No gas, no oil, no pull start, no tied or tethered to an extension cord. Why? Because it's all powered by this. It's our Sunjoe lithium-ion battery. Not only is it a quick charging, it's no fade power, and this is going to work in over 100 of our other SnowJoe and Sunjoe tools and items. So the battery, to Guy's point, comes with your purchase. If you want to buy an extra one as a backup, you can do that. You just slide it in there, you hit the button, and that green tells you you're 3 out of 3. That means you got full charge. You just hit that button right there. This allows you to be hands-free. This allows you to have a tool that I can lift with one finger and be versatile and flexible to go wherever you want. And again, I got a 2x4. How did I operate it? I engaged the safety, hit the trigger, and just let the saw do the work for me. So we're starting with 2x4s, and you can see how quickly it goes through that. If you've got little limbs and branches like this, you can imagine this is a no-brainer. But something a little bit thicker, look at that guy. It's even going through that. Oh, look at this one. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, boom. There we go. Get rid of all that.
Going up over your head, Bobby. Watch out.
Oh, you are? Okay, let me get out of the way here.
So same saw. All we did was add the pole. Remember, we articulated it so that it'll lay flat on that log, and I'll come up, and I do the same thing. You see the cut? I'll do one more. Same saw. All right, it's time to buy one. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. First of all, if you have an HSN credit card today, we'll take $40 off any purchase. This is $199 and worth every bit of it. We dropped the price $80. We'll take another $40 off with a brand new credit card. Your flex pay on this is $29, gets this home. It's even less if you get the HSN credit card and you use it for the first time. Probably be 25 bucks. You get it home. If you get an HSN credit card, you get an extra flex. You probably pay 20 bucks to get this home. We brought in a lot of these, and a lot of them have been sold. That sale price is not gonna last. You're getting yours cheaper than I got mine 3 years ago with my discount. I think I paid $129 for mine because it was $159. I got like $30 off. You're getting free shipping. It's not free to ship. We have to pay that. Us or the vendor has to pay that. We never do a combination of a huge discount of $80, then another $12 off for shipping, all at once. So if you want it, and I know you do, literally pull the trigger on it. You're gonna love this thing. I like it because if you have an issue at your house, tree came down, branches over the yard, right? You got firewood sitting there you haven't cut. You need to do what I did with the 2x4s and fix things around the house.
You want to fix things. You want to be able not to have to call somebody. You just do it yourself.
Now, you could take this and you can do that all day, right? And these are not easy to use, all right? That's old technology. It's cool. It's a good idea. Lots of teeth going in a row. Why do that when you can use a machine that does the work for you, and it does it at a safe distance from you?
Right.
Which is really the big deal.
And I'm just going to show you how you take it apart and put it together.
Yeah, let's put one together for me.
So here's the battery, okay? The battery just kind of goes on the back. So that's the bottom half. So you're kind of halfway there. And then the top, these two white buttons right there, that's how it slides off. And then you can put it right on like that.
Now you've just made a pole saw.
Now I've just taken it from the handheld position to a pole position. Remember,
turn it back into a hand saw, just real quick.
Okay.
One more time so they can see. So
right,
disconnect the top.
Got that off of there. Now you get the battery off the back here.
That's
right?
it.
And now you take that same battery and put it into the handheld.
There's your
now
handheld.
You have the hand, it's that quick, right?
Easy.
So easy peasy. So I'm gonna go over here and start this cut because this is probably one of the most impressive cuts because this is over a 5-inch in thickness log. So you can kind of just take your time, let the saw do the work for you. It's got that riving knife at the top, which I really like because usually you'd only find that on like a circular saw. That helps keep the saw well balanced. It also prevents pinching, and then look at that nice clean cut. I'll bring this piece up and show you again how thick it is. Let's measure it. Oh, the piece fell off. There we go. About 4.25 inch, okay, depending on where you measure it from, about 5 inches this way. That's a pretty big piece. And your Sunjo saw is able to do that. So whether you are going to have something small like just the light pruning, this will do it. Maybe you're doing, to Guy's point, getting hurricane ready, you're doing 2x4s, this will do it. Maybe you're doing firewood, this will do it. Maybe you're doing that pressure treated, those fence posts, this will do it. And again, my wife is cutting right there. She's a first-time user. Never used a chainsaw. I gave it to her, said, honey, I'm gonna film you.
How proud of her. Look at that.
She's great.
And it's not hard. You know,
that's thick fence posting.
We're always afraid of things we don't understand. This is easy to understand. Safety triggers, pull the trigger, and good to go. There's one more thing that I think, for those of you that are on the edge and you're watching us, that I wanted to mention. This is the only company I know of any of the tools or anything I sell that has a warranty like this. You're looking at this. If I looked at this and saw it on TV, I'd be like, I would like to have a 1-year warranty.
That sounds reasonable.
1 year would be good. A 2-year warranty would be fantastic. A 3-year warranty would be ridiculous.
Keep going.
The warranty on this is stupid good. 5 years. Anything happens to it, breaks down, they're going to replace it, they're going to take care of it. I don't know any other power tool company that gives you a 5-year warranty. I mean, it's crazy.
It really is.
But that's because they stand behind it.
Yeah, it's a testament to our tools. And you know me, I own over, I'd say 30, 35 Sunjo tools.
Yeah.
This is top 5
I
in my
probably
lineup.
have 5 or 6.
You got over 5 at least. I say my pressure washer and my blower up on the top 2.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is around about 3 or 4. I love that it's so versatile. Even if you don't pull this out and use it every day, you're going to see and receive the value of it after your first use. To Guy and I's point, you don't have to make that call. You don't have to wait for someone's schedule to open up to come out. You don't have to pay $225, $300 for their visit. You're paying their gas, their expertise, their equipment. Do it yourself.
I have more people ask me about this than any other tool that I own.
Oh, really?
And what's weird about it, remember I told you about Josh and Tom, the guys that helped me with the hurricane?
Yeah.
Josh is a nurse, and so is Tom. They're both, father, son, both nurses.
Okay.
But they both are also builders. They were in construction while, when they were in nursing school. And to get their approval, especially because I just was at their house because Tom graduated nursing school.
Yeah.
They built an outdoor cabana themselves, like full timber lumber.
Yeah.
They know tools.
Right.
And for them to be like, that is one of the coolest things, that was just impressive to me. Or the guy that came over that was working on the water meter. I mean, this is taking care of things yourself, taking care of business, right?
Yeah.
What about your neighbors? You want to help them out, right?
Look at how thick that is above me. And again, how am I able to do that? I'm able to do it at a safe distance because I took the tool from the handheld position. I put the head on top here. I slap the battery back here. So all my controls are back here, guy. To your point, I love that we have a nice cushion here. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't matter. It's going to work. We have your safety in mind because we have the safety trigger right there. We've got the guard for you to store it, and we have the riving knife. All the stuff taken care of.
And don't forget, you have a handheld saw. Oh no, I can't reach that one.
Now you can.
But Bobby can.
Now, yeah, because and I can stand way back here and do it, right? Boom.
And then I can walk over.
Yeah.
And if I need to take down a trim or a branch, that's how easily. That is how easy. We're going right down to the wire here. Let the saw do the work. I just cut 3 things.
Nice.
I wouldn't even be able to get the saw
You
out.
destroyed that demo.
It's completely done.
It kind of, what's the word? Gratifying when you start to slice and dice.
Dude.
Like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need that.
Dude, this is a kick.
And
to
there's a
use
lot.
this thing.
There's a lot of reasons why you would use this for pruning. Maybe you're kind of removing the dead or disease. Maybe you're trying to improve the structure. Maybe you're just trying to be safe to get those down limbs after a hurricane or a big storm, which obviously we have a lot of here in Florida. The point is, it's versatile. It's flexible. You're not waiting for somebody else.
No.
You don't have to go get gas at the gas station.
No.
You don't have to do that mixing that I don't understand completely for the oil and gas mix.
I bought
winterize.
I bought a gas weed whacker.
Yeah.
I had to mix that thing was the worst thing I ever bought. I'm like, why don't I just get a battery powered
And you
one?
can't leave that stuff all year, right? You got to winterize.
So remember, easy to maintain. To clean it, I just give it a couple of taps and just run it. You can take this little screw comes out and you could pull the panel off if you get anything stuck in there. I've done that before. Take a screwdriver, clean it out. But I only do that maybe once a year.
Right.
You don't have to deal with that. And plus you're cutting wood. It's mainly sawdust. That's fine. The little thing on top where you add the oil, we give you the oil.
Give you the oil, yes.
5-year warranty. You get the battery's $50 by itself.
I love that.
It's a steal. $80 off. Free shipping's another $12.50. That's $92 off. Your flex pay can be $20 to $25, depending on whether you get an HSN credit card. Get it home. I'm telling you, it feels so good to be able to do stuff like this.
We've given you all the reasons to, and taken away all the reasons not to, so you're good to go.
Come here, Emily. Emily could use this too. But she's dressed all nice. and your hair's down.
I'm dressed perfect for power
I would
tools.
make her pull her hair back first. Bobby, thank you, buddy.
Absolutely,
good to see
thank you guys.
So what do we got?
We have a winner. Do you want to read it?
Oh, what'd you say?
Oh,
Kyle's telling us to do more stuff.
Remind them about the chair.
Don't forget about our chairs. Do we have any of the pink one left?
Just a
left.
couple, just a couple.
Our anti-gravity chair, These are the coolest thing ever.
Coolest thing ever,
You
but
gonna buy one
also
today?
super comfy. Yes, I already told my husband. It's on the list. On the list of things. I want that bird feeder too.
So our question was, are you a, what?
Are you a
Gnome?
team gnome person
Do you
or
have a
are you team pink flamingo?
So what do you like, flamingos or gnomes? Valerie K. That's our winner. You win $25.
Valerie K.
She says neither. I'm a frog, turtle, and bird girl. But
I like
if
it.
I had to choose one, gnomes.
No, so she's on your team.
What'd you like?
I was pink flamingo.
Flamingos?
Yeah, but
Dri-
because I live in Florida, I'm embracing it.
Have you driven the flamingo golf cart yet?
Not yet,
gotta
but I've
get
been
you out
driven
on that.
in it. I've not actually
Get you
driven it
out on
myself. Speed demon.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you for being here with me.
It was a pleasure as
Adore
always.
you. Stick around. What do we got next? Oh, Natasha. With Chef Jetilla. Oh, that's awesome. Today's special. See ya.
I'm Jetilla, executive chef, television personality.